Hey guys, it's Kat and I'm back today to talk about holiday shit I've been buying. Now, I was planning on doing a video, it's like the holiday stuff I'm interested in and doing reviews of these products that I actually spent my money on. But I had a baby and I just haven't had time. So this is sort of just a recap of what I've been spending my money on. These are holiday packs, holiday releases, but also things I picked up in Black Friday sales. So some of these have just arrived, so I don't really have solid ideas of. Some of them I haven't even opened, but some I do have some solid opinions on and I want to talk about them. So if you're looking at these items and you're thinking, do I buy them or not? Look, this might sway you either way. So let's talk about the stuff I know the most. This is stuff I actually bought back in October. And I was planning on doing reviews of them, but I just never got around to it. The first thing is this NARS palette. I want to talk about this NARS palette because it's shitting me up the wall. The packet looks like this. Very, very festive NARS. It's got subtle black stars and gold. It is what it is. I loved their holiday palette last year. I loved it. I did a full review. I loved it. I still love it. And I thought, look, I'm not even going to swatch this in store. I don't have time. I was like nearly 42 weeks pregnant. I'm ordering this shit online. So I ordered it online. This is a Stargaze palette. And spoiler, I do not like it. I do not like it. It is nowhere near as good as last year's one. And I've used this half a dozen times and every time I'm just like, wah, wah, wah. Same format as last year. It doesn't have the beautiful multi-chrome shimmers that last year has, but what it does have is dark sort of, I don't want to say patchy mattes because they're just not easy to blend. They're not patchy. They're just not great. So a lot of dark mattes that all look muddy and sort of muddy together. And then you have shimmers that are really lackluster. Now I have them on my eyes today. So what I've done today is I've taken this sort of grey taupey matte, which I do like this color. It is way darker than it looks in the pan. I find that all the mattes here, they apply quite dark on my skin, especially if I've got primer on, which I do with all powder eyeshadows. But yeah, I put this on and I'm like, it's going to be a nice light crease color, but it ends up looking quite, bruisey on me, which is fine. But I just have to go quite light-handed. All these shades are very, very dark. So if you like a smoky look, you would like this, but I just feel like for me, it's all just too dark and sort of very similar and not very flattering. I just don't think these apply as nicely as traditional NARS eyeshadows do. But my real issue are the shimmers. So I put that in the crease, that all over the lid, and I was like, that's going to be it. But it looks so bland. It almost looks like I've put a semi-matte eyeshadow on, but it's a shimmer. It's a shimmer and it's not shimmery. So I tried to amp that up a little bit by putting a little bit of this brown on. And the problem with the shimmers is they don't layer. So I like eyeshadows that can build. I like eyeshadows that, yes, they can be subtle when you first put them on, but if you layer them a little bit, you can get the opacity that you want and they can layer and mix well together. These do not layer and mix well together. This champagne color that should be a real safe, basic shade, not only does it look really flat and boring on the eye, but if you then try to take a darker shade, so like I've used this dark purple, I've used this dark brown that's supposed to be nice shimmers, they just don't stick to each other. So you end up putting it over the top and it just sort of turns into nothing. Like there's not much going on there. Same goes for the purple. It's like, where did that go? Where did that color go? They're just really lackluster and bland and not NARS. This effect that I've got on my eyes, I would expect that you could get from like Maybelline. In my opinion, Maybelline have some really crap palettes. So the fact that NARS, this was close to 100 Australian dollars, the fact that this is giving me an effect that a cheap drugstore palette can give you, not good. Normally I like NARS quality, and even if they're not as pigmented as I want them to be, I feel like the blendability and the effect it gives on the eye is really flattering. Today, even though I did work and I did try to get it to look okay, it took a lot of work and I still am not really happy with the effect. So this palette, I would give a real miss if you were thinking about getting it. If you've already got it, I hope you like it. I don't, but I hope you like it because it was not cheap. If I was the kind of person that would return makeup willy-nilly, I would return this, no doubt. I think of the money I spent on it and I want to cry a little bit. But I bought it 2 months ago. I had a baby. I didn't touch it for a while. And now I feel like it's too late. And I don't love returning things. But yeah, I'm mad at this. This is not good. It's a horrible eyeshadow palette. So the more I think about it, the more upset I get about it. So that's all I'm going to say about that one. Another thing I ordered from Mecca, which I think this is a great set and I don't regret this at all. So good. There was one fail, one win. It's a little duo set from Charlotte Tilbury. So it looks like this. I do have the box, but like it's not assembled, so it's not exciting. This is a mini set of the Beauty Light Wand, which is like a shimmery blush, a cream shimmery blush in a tube, in the shade Pinkgasm, which went like viral on TikTok, I think, and everyone's talking about it. And also a highlighter version. So this is the Beauty Light Wand Easy Highlighter in Spotlight. Now this packaging makes it look really bronze, but it's actually a champagne color, which suits my skin tone a lot more. They do have these squeezy applicators, which I actually like. Normally I don't like these phone applicators. I think they're grotty and gross and not the best, but it does have this twist mechanism so you can click it. So it's not going to squeeze out in your makeup bag or anything like that. So you're not going to waste product. But I'm also finding that putting it on, like dabbing it on with an applicator like this, actually works really well for this format, like this cream product, because you can sort of then blend it in with either your finger, so that's the shade of the highlighter, it's a nice champagne, or you can take like a small brush and blend it in. I quite like using a duo fiber sort of blush brush for this. So that's what I've done today. I'm wearing it today. It's a beautiful sheeny pink highlighty all-in-one product. And all I did was I dotted a few dots on and then got a duo fiber brush and just blended it in, and it's really, really pretty. So this one is the pink one. It's very, very pink, but when you do blend it out, it gives a really beautiful sort of highlighty blush effect in one. Now, I wanted to try these products, so minis work well because I didn't want to buy a full size and then not like it. So at least with the minis, like they could be things I pan in the future, but I just know that if I use one of these up, I clearly like it enough to justify buying the full size. Now, this is very pink for me. I do prefer a more peachy sort of blush product, so I might do some swatching in store, and if I like this enough, I might repurchase a peachier version, but I get the hype of this. I think it's beautiful. I think it gives a beautiful effect. It doesn't lift my base. I applied it today over set makeup. Didn't lift my base. It's beautiful, and it's this like all-in-one blush highlighter effect. So I think this is a really, really beautiful product. I would probably skip the highlighter. Not that it's not beautiful. It does give a beautiful sort of wet look effect, which I think is really, really nice, and the shade's really pretty, but I feel like it's something I can dupe in my collection really easily. Again, I like this format where you can sort of dot it on and blend it out. I feel like you don't over apply. I feel like when you have a doe foot applicator or you have like a pump, like a liquid highlighter in a pump, you can over apply and then you spend a lot of time like trying to like take off excess and blend it in without mixing it with your base too much. I feel like the format of these are great, but I feel like the standout interesting product is the blush, and the highlighter is just very similar to other liquid or cream highlighters that I currently have in my collection. So glad I tried this. And also I found the pack was pretty good value. Minis are generally a little bit more expensive than the full size because the product itself inside is usually the cheap thing. It's the packaging and the box and the marketing and all that kind of crap that adds to the price. So you usually find that with minis, the cost per gram or mil is usually higher than the full size, but these were similar. So I thought this was a really good way to sample a couple of products, and I'm happy I did. So this was a tick. I like these. This is a fail. I don't like it. It is what it is. The last thing I ordered from Mecca was actually a duo pack of Lanolips. This is, Lanolips is an Australian lip balm, sort of multi-purpose balm range. You can get skincare like hand cream, foot cream and stuff as well. But they brought out 2 limited edition scents in collaboration with Messina, which is a really well-known ice cream shop in Australia. So this one is the Dolce de Leche Gelato, and so it's obviously a caramel smelling one. Smells really, really nice. I really like the Lanolips 101 balm. I use it before I go to bed often, and I think it's just a nice lip balm. I've got a bit of a blocked nose and I can barely smell anything at the moment, but this does have a beautiful caramel scent to it. I did buy the duo pack though, so it came in a box like this. I'll have the photo on the screen, and the other one that it had in here was the salted coconut and mango sorbet. Now I was hoping that was going to be more mango-y because I like fruity scents. I don't like coconut, and unfortunately that had a strong coconut scent, so I gave that to my sister who does like coconut. So yeah, the duo pack was cheaper than buying the two individually, so I thought bugger it, add to the cart. I'm pregnant and I can't be bothered, but I didn't end up using it or even trying it. I just smelled it and thought that's too coconutty, pass that on. So yeah, I was hoping the salt and the mango was going to really tone down the coconut, but unfortunately it was too coconutty. But yeah, I like this. Happy with this. All right, a few more holiday packs I ended up buying. The first one was from Farmacy. Now, Farmacy you can't get in Australia, unfortunately. So this is normally stocked in Sephora, US, but in Australia, Farmacy is not stocked in Sephora. I don't know why. I'm hoping Mecca has nabbed it, or Adore Beauty has taken it as an exclusive brand. They're going to stock it because Farmacy is great. I love, love, love their cleansing balms, and that's what this is. They bring out limited edition cleansing balm sets every year, and this one has a pear scent one, a blueberry, and a tangerine. Now these are just little minis, but look, I can't deny that I wanted these. And when Haley saw them, I think they were at Cult Beauty and they were on sale. She's like, do you want them? And I was like, yes, I do want them, because I use cleansing oils or cleansing balms pretty much every single day, and I love playing with new scents. I still like, okay, now I haven't used these, but I did smell them, and you know, I can't smell jack shit at the moment, so I can't describe the scents, but when I did smell them I was like, yeah, they're nice. I feel like when you just smell them without breaking into them, the smell seems quite muted, so I feel like my experience with these are going to be a bit better when I start actually using them. But I just thought this was good value. They're 50ml little tubs and different scents, bit of fun, limited edition scents, even more fun. And when I was ordering as well, since they had a sale, I ended up ordering the biggest tub of the Green Clean Cleansing Balm. This is the original one that smells like lime. I love it. I still feel like the lime is the best. So even though the limited edition ones are fun, look how big this baby is. The limited edition ones are fun and they're different. I still feel like the original lime is where my heart lies. So yeah, because these aren't available in Australia, we ordered them online and ordered them on sale, but yeah. So yeah, I haven't used those yet, but I've used the formula before and it's like my favorite cleansing balm formula. It just turns into like a cleansing oil on the face. It removes everything without leaving like a greasy residue, which I don't like since I've got oily skin, and I just find they're such lovely cleansing balms. I've used a couple before, so I haven't used these since, but I love the formula, so I'm stocked up for a while, which I'm happy about. Another holiday pack I decided to pick up, I was actually placing a Sephora order during the Black Friday sales because I had 20% off, and I thought, look, I'll add this to my cart because I've been wanting to try this brand for a while, and this was a really good price. So this is from JVN, which is Jonathan Van Ness's hair brand. Now, do I need more hair care? No, but I wanted to try them, and this was like buying like one product and getting almost one free with this deal, and also the 20% off. So this is the Shine All the Time full size bestseller set. One product I wanted to try was the oil because I love a hair oil, and this is the Complete Nourishing Shine Drops, and it also comes with a complete air dry cream, which I do generally air dry my hair, so I thought that works well. And I'm gonna wash my hair tonight and have a play with them. You're probably thinking, Kat, why not film this after you've used them? And the answer is because I've got this morning free, so that's why I'm here. But this is the cream. It's in a nice metal tube, which I think is fancy and feels luxe, and I'm keen to try it. And I have used this in my hair. What I tend to do most days is when I'm brushing my hair, because I get quite frizzy hair, sometimes I put like a hair oil in the ends just to sort of defrizz a little bit. And so far this seems fine. It hasn't changed my life, but yeah, I'll keep using it. And if it has changed my life, then hopefully I'll talk about these in my yearly favorites, but we'll see. Probably won't make it into that because the year's nearly over, but I'll keep trying those. Couple of other things I bought during the sales. Firstly, I'm going to talk about my Adore Beauty advent calendar. Now, I did do a video opening this, so if you want to see what's in this 12 door advent calendar, what I might actually do with this on Instagram is open them like one a day and show you the drawers, but also give you a mini review. So that day I'll try the product and I'll give you a little like review of what I think about it. I think I might do it that way because advent calendars are fun, and even though I know what's in it, I haven't tried all the products, so I may as well give mini reviews. So if you want to check that out, I will start that soon, or I've already started it by the time this is edited. I don't know. But that's a cool advent calendar, and that when I have all the details in the video that I posted, but I bought that on sale and I had like a $50 off code as well, so it ended up being really good value. The last thing I've bought recently is what I'm wearing on my lips. Oh, I love this lipstick. I love it so much. So MAC were having 20% off site-wide, and if you spent a certain amount, you also got a gift with purchase. I ended up buying a friend a present, but I also bought another one of these. Now, I did do a review of 2 shades. It was like a bright orangey red color and also a nude, like a taupey nude. And I really like the formula of these. So these are the Powder Kiss Velvet Blur Slim Sticks. Now in my review, I talk about how nicely these wear. They look really beautiful on the lips. And I can tell you since doing that review, I've used these a lot. Like I've used the 2 that I've got a lot. They regularly go in my handbag. I just know that they're really reliable. They look beautiful. They last well. They're comfortable. There's a lot of great things about these lipsticks. I will leave the review link down below, but I do mention in that review that when I see a MAC sale, I want to pick up another one in the shade Ruby New, which is the same color as Ruby Woo, but in this formula. Now, I love the color of Ruby Woo, but I have decluttered that because it's so dry. And okay, I had the tube for a while, so it was time for it to go. But I didn't want to repurchase it because the Retro Matte lipstick formula can be really tuggy and dry. And I just didn't think it was worth the hassle to get the effect. But the fact that you can get the effect with a more comfortable formula, I wanted it. So this is what I'm wearing today. It's stunning. It's that vintage Ruby Woo color, but in a better formulation. So yeah, no regrets buying this. It was on my wish list for a while and I love it. What I also bought look, I wanted to get free shipping. I wanted to get the gift with purchase. I wanted to do all that stuff. I decided to finally try Warm Soul. So this is a blush. It's a mineralized blush, and this is their most famous shade of mineralized blush. How do I open this? There we go. So it is this nudie color, but it's got a gold sheen to it. Now, I like this, but I don't love this. I think the Charlotte Tilbury cheek, I think I like more. When I first used this, and I will continue to use it, like it's wearable, it's easy to use, but I foresee it's going to be a Project Pan product in the next couple of years because it's wearable, easy to use, but I'm not wowed by it. I don't feel like it should be a cult product or a product when you're like, what's the most popular MAC blushes? Like this comes up as one, and it's one that people have been talking about for years and years and years. I do know that it changed a few years ago, so maybe it was better back in the day. It looked a bit more mauvey. But this is like a warm pink shade and it's got that gold sheen. And I just find that it seems really dated to me. It's going to sound so weird, but this sort of reminds me of MAC's version of NARS Orgasm. NARS Orgasm is a little bit more pink, but it gives that pink flush with a gold sort of shimmer to it. And that's what this does. And that just reminds me of makeup from 2010. I feel like this is quite a dated blush. It's pretty, sure, but is it like, has it changed my life? No. I'm hoping my opinion changes the more I wear this, and maybe that's just sort of like my first impression. But if you've got this, let me know what you think about it, because I was sort of expecting a bit more. What I've been doing this year is sort of revisiting some MAC cult products, so things that I've already got in my collection, or buying the occasional thing, or back to Macking things and getting things for free. But I've been trying some MAC classic products, and a lot of them I've been really impressed with. This is the one that I've been like, I sort of was hoping for a bit more. So yeah, it's nice. It's not amazing. But what I ended up getting as like the gift with purchase, if you're wondering, is I got this tote bag in a lipstick sort of pink color. And in it was the Jewel Dare All Day Waterproof Eyeliner. So this is a double eyeliner. It's got a twist up black eyeliner on one end, which is handy, and a liquid on the other end, which I like because I don't use liquids all the time. I use them occasionally. So half or a mini works really well for me. So I'm keen to try this. I also don't wear black eyeliner, like pencil eyeliner, too often. So this is something that I think I'll pull out when I'm going out and I'm wearing, you know, a black wing, and then I want to tightline to make it a more bold effect. I think this is the perfect product for that. And I feel like it's a staple in a makeup collection, but it's not something I want to reach for every day. So yeah, I'll use it. I probably wouldn't have purchased it by itself. Another thing that I got was Ruby Boo, which is the Ruby Woo version of the Powder Kiss liquid lip color. So this is in the same Powder Kiss range as the one I'm wearing, but it's the liquid. So this is a little bit sheerer. I actually wore this to the beach. That's weird, isn't it? But I wore it to the beach. It's a beautiful color, but this one is a little bit more vibrant. But I do like this formula. This formula is a little bit like the Kaleidos Cloud Lab Lip Clays, but not transfer proof. These do move around a little bit, which means that you can sort of move them around a bit. God, I just said that. When they start to wear off, you can sort of rub them in, which you can't do that with Cloud Lab Lip Clays, but it does mean that they transfer a little bit. But yeah, that's also what I got with the free gift with the purchase. So that's all the stuff I've been buying. Another thing I've been buying, which hasn't arrived, and I'm really pissed off because I ordered it, I think, nearly 3 weeks ago. And when I track the shipping, it still says that it's waiting collection from like the courier or the carrier. And I'm like, get your shit together. It's been 3 weeks. But I bought pretty much like 2 years supply of Native deodorant. Now, Native deodorant was a sponsor on Beauty News, and it is the one product that I still buy to this very day. So when we did that sponsorship, which we did it for a while, we were sent, I think, 3 tubes of it. And then that Black Friday, I ended up buying like 6 tubes of it. That lasted me like a year and a half. This time around, I bought 8 tubes of it. So I can tell you, when we took on sponsors on Beauty News, we didn't take them lightly. It was actually like Native was something that I still continue to buy. I'm just really pissed that this time around, either the tracking doesn't work or they just are taking their sweet ass time dispatching it, which annoys the crap out of me. So that is something I wish I could be like, look at my 8 new tubes of deodorant. I also love that they have the plastic free ones. I'm just looking at the one that I currently have out. It's the cucumber and mint one, and it's in the plastic free. I think it's such a cool idea. So anyway, I still use Native and I still buy Native, and they were 30% off and had free shipping. So that hopefully will come sometime soon. But that's where I've been spending my money in this sale sort of Christmas time. So that's my recap of the shit that I bought during Christmas, holiday, sale time. I'd love to know what you bought, what you spent your hard-earned money on, and any recommendations of good deals that you think I should look into. I don't need to buy any more stuff. I bought enough. This is plenty, but I like to have a browse. So let me know, and let me know what you think I should do about this palette. I'm disappointed by it. I'm disappointed by it. Like, this is the kind of palette that if a friend came over and was looking at my makeup collection, they're like, oh, that's pretty, I love the colors, I'd be like, take it. Take it, because I don't want the constant reminder that I spent so much money on something that is so bland. It's so disappointing. So, all right, update. After filming that video, I'm so pissed off at the NARS palette. Like, it's literally, I looked it up. It's 89 Australian dollars and it looks like Maybelline. And it's just not NARS quality. It's really disappointing. So I decided to contact customer service and I'm actually going to send it off for store credit. Because $89 is a lot of money. I'm a stay-at-home mum. It's a lot of money. So that's the outcome of that, just letting you know. And their little chatbot thing was really handy and helpful. So if you hate something you get from Mecca and it's within 90 days, you can get store credit for it. So that is the outcome. There you go. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.